The MB-500 is a new kind of tool designed especially for embedded and digital engineers. It can capture and display digital signal activity that is difficult or may be impossible using a digital scope or MSO. Combining the MB-500 with your existing scope extends your ability to see the signals in modern microcontroller and digital designs. Modern digital scopes provide a linear graphical representation of your signal. To accomplish this, they must take periodic samples to capture the details of signal activity. This is valuable if you are concerned about an edge's rise time or its overshoot. However, it also greatly limits the time span and resolution that can be captured. In many modern digital circuits, a signal contains no activity for long periods of time. Information is sent as a serial burst that lasts a short time, and then the signal returns to a quiescent state. Although these quiescent periods contain no digital information, a scope must still take periodic samples during this time. Acquisition memory is filled with static levels instead of the details of the serial transaction. The MB-500 takes a different approach to capturing digital signals. Instead of taking periodic samples, the MB-500 captures signal activity. If no transitions occur, no data is stored. Acquisition memory is filled with data changes and the time duration between these changes. For example, an 8-bit SPI data transaction contains up to 9 edges. The SPI clock signal will contain an additional 16 edges, so the maximum number of unique states in a transaction is 25. The MB-500 Live Logic tool can capture more than 80 of these transactions in a single acquisition. In this example, if one SPI transaction occurs each second, the MB-500 acquisition will contain more than 80 seconds of signal activity. Because the Live Logic timing resolution is always 2 nanoseconds, the engineer can evaluate each transaction and edge timing in detail, as well as seeing transactions that happen before and after the transaction of interest. The MB-500 does not replace the oscilloscope. Engineers still need to evaluate the fidelity of their digital signals. Instead, the MB-500 gives the engineer an additional tool to view digital signal activity that is difficult to see using a scope. The needs of the digital designer have changed significantly in the last 20 years. High levels of integration have replaced parallel address and data buses with serial protocol-based signaling. These modern signals are complex, providing greater information density per pin. The MB-500 combines modern digital capture and signal generation in a single computer-integrated product. Being able to both create and capture these signals can significantly reduce the time and frustration in debugging your circuit. To learn more about the MB-500 and how it can simplify debug and save you time, go to www.anowin.com. There you will find additional videos, documentation, and available software.